What I'm doing today is interviewing an average guy. And it's something that's very interesting, when you're transgendered like me, kind of born into a female body but more identify as a male, then you're like a counterpart because what your position is called is actually cisgendered. So that means that you line up with your body and you're gendered or gender normative. But so there's all kinds of questions I have for you. Starting with, when you were a little kid, were you aware of gender?
Well, from a pretty young age, I guess. When you're really young, you don't really think about it. You're a kid. You're
in diapers.
I actually remember,
Yeah?
remember a specific incident when I was pretty young, and a friend of mine who probably had pretty cool liberal parents,
Mm-hmm.
knew, what the male and female parts were all for and everything, and he broke it down to me at a pretty young age, and I didn't really know what was going on. I was pretty confused, but...
You were like, what the?
Yeah, what the heck? And then also, I had a neighbor, little girl who'd run around naked all the time, so that was pretty clear that, there's male and female differences.
Culturally, did you kind of stick with, playing with the boys and then the girls play with the girls? And
Yeah, totally, when I was
very
young.
traditional?
Mm-hmm.
When in life, like nowadays, are you most aware of your gender?
It's easy to feel like, you feel you're male, that you're male when you're doing something strong, or, I don't know, I do all my own auto mechanic stuff, like when I'm working on the car, or and also, obviously when you're around the female, the presence of a female is definitely...
You can feel that difference.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it makes... feel your gender for sure.
Mm-hmm. And it's a really strong too during puberty. Like, what was puberty like for you? Just your
I was
body
kind of
changing?
I was kind of a late bloomer, so I kind of was pretty quiet about puberty. I didn't share it with any of my friends or anything.
Was it embarrassing, kind of being the later of the bunch?
Totally.
You
Yeah.
were like the smaller, high voice guy.
Yeah, totally.
Really?
Everyone's like, do you have any hair down there yet? I'm like, yeah, I do. Lots of it.
That's right.
But I didn't.
The truth comes out now.
Pretty funny.
Yeah, because when you're older, you kind of grow into yourself, and finally
Totally.
everything's normal, and you can joke about what it was like back then.
Yeah, totally. It was a pretty funny time.
When did you feel like you finally grew into yourself and became a man?
Grew into myself and became a man.
Because your body filled out and
right.
started getting the...
Right. I guess probably sometime in high school, and
Mm-hmm.
obviously you're saying your body's filling out,
Mm-hmm.
you develop all these muscles and stuff, and you're like, whoa, where did these come from? Wow. I guess I'm full grown now. I guess I am a man now.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, mentally, you still feel like a kid,
Mm-hmm.
and to some extent today, I still call myself a kid.
Yeah.
And I call other people my age kids.
It's good to relate to, that part of your life and stuff, because that was a
Totally.
fun time as a kid.
Oh, yeah, totally.
This is something, that I find I do a lot, just because I'm in the wrong body or whatever. I imagine what it's like being in other people's bodies, I'll be kind of on the bus and I'll look at somebody, I'll be like, oh, I wonder what it'd be like to be that guy. Do you ever do that?
As far as the opposite gender, or just another person?
Just another person.
Another
Do you ever
person.
imagine what it would be like to be in a different body?
Think about it. It's sort of like a fantasy type thing,
Mhm.
Do you... I don't know. I feel pretty secure in my own body, so I guess I don't really...
Yeah, and that's
about it too
honest.
much.
That's honest. And that's what I
Yeah.
was kind of wondering, is whether normal people think about what it'd be like in different
I
bodies.
don't think about it too much, but, sometimes think about what it might be like to be a woman,
What do you what do you imagine, just out of curiosity, do you try and imagine what if you were a normal woman, or what if you were yourself for a day, as a woman? Have you
what if I was I guess a normal woman? I guess I hadn't really thought about it like that.
Tell me a little bit about male culture, what you've observed, being around men.
Right.
What goes on in that world?
When it's just the men around?
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, I think men get collectively stupider. I think like when you get a bunch of guys around, like yeah, they're the testosterone comes out and like the
is it like a lot of competition,
become,
like challenges, or just in a funny way, like a funny
and also just very like sort of crass and inappropriate, like all of the like sexist jokes and stuff come out. Well, I mean, it depends on who you're around.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I mean, it only takes like, a few of those kind of guys around to get that kind of thing started. So,
but it's
and
a
I
safe
have to feel
environment.
like the odd person out, like, and I'll just kind of be quiet, when that sort of thing starts to happen. And also, like when you're around other guys, it's a lot easier, like, to actually talk about like your experiences with female, like your girlfriend or whatever. You can kind of vent if you're having frustrations about the person you're dating or your lover or whatever.
Yeah, you can't do that like
you
can
when there's
do
other females around, it gets hard.
Yeah, it's a really sensitive topic and stuff.
Totally.
For me, as a transgender male in a female body, how are you able to see like the man in me?
I mean,
honestly,
that's a hard question because I feel like I've seen you.
I mean, there was a long time when I didn't talk about it.
Yeah,
so
exactly. So I didn't really quite understand, and
And we haven't had like long, deep conversations about it.
Right,
but
male. You know? But I definitely recognize that like you identify as a male and
inside.
Recognize that,
Yeah.
But I still have trouble with like the he she thing. Every once in a while, she still comes out, and
the pronoun thing is hard.
I'm trying, but it's hard because honestly, I haven't spent that much time with you in a while. So
that's true. That is true. It's always hard for the people who are in the distance and not updated and stuff. So, do you think it's something that with time your mind can ease into, or just there's gonna be this sort of body difference and it's just a little hard to grasp all the way? It's just like
no, I mean, I think that
I think you see me as an old man when we're in our 50s and 60s. Like, you think?
I think I'll see you as an old person. Like.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, I guess it's hard to, I mean, I can recognize that you're transgender and that you're a male, You're
not just
you
like
feel that you're a male
and
trapped in a female's body.
Right.
But the part that you see, is, I mean, there's always like sort of a little bit of the other gender there,
Yeah, definitely. It's right out there on my sleeve. But and then you can tell the difference between like a dyke lesbian and me. I mean,
right. Yeah.
That's good.
Totally.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks so much for helping me out. That was pretty brave to ask somebody. I've tried to do it before, and it's tricky. It's like interviewing is kind of personal. So thanks a lot.